Went to a meeting last night, Tuesday night, and it was interesting. There were discussions regarding enhancement zones and increasing enhancement zones over the St. Patty's Day celebration, basically in and around the university. The police chief had asked for those enhancement zones to be to go into effect from March 1st to March 17th, and then have double fines for unruly gatherings and those type of things in the enhancement zones. Right now, it's a 3-day run on the enhancement zones and the increased fines. Ultimately, and probably to my surprise, it was turned down on a 4-to-1 vote that maybe ordinances, increasing ordinances, isn't the way the city or the new council wants to go. Maybe more interaction and more trust and more face-to-face meetings and discussions with the poly students is what may work the best. There was a climate action plan was discussed, and in the climate action plan, it brings up PACE loans, and if you're not aware, PACE loans have had a problem, and they were used risk. There's a number of issues with PACE and the hero products that has been thoroughly discussed at most of the CAR meetings and brought back by the representatives to our area from the CAR meetings. And long story short is there's now a class action lawsuit that was filed November 1st against the 3 entities within the PACE system, and that will take some time because it's a class action lawsuit, but it's the first of its kind. CAR also passed a bill last year. Sorry, I have to look down on this one. It was an assembly bill, 2693, and that was sponsored, and it was successfully sponsored and passed last year, and to try to put some teeth in some of the loans that Hero and PACE put out. So that's in effect as of January 1st of this year. That was probably, the rental inspection ordinance, the biggest thing that I went to hear last night. The rental inspection ordinance is going to be heard again on February 16th. The things that are going to happen is going to be different than before. They'll probably get a place that's large enough to hold a few hundred people, maybe something like the Vets Hall. That'll be announced. They're going to have a professional facilitator so that people can maintain order and have a discussion in an orderly fashion so that everybody's thoughts and views can be expressed and then taken down by the city staff and then analyzed. And the next meeting on it might be March 7th. So right now, February 16th, we'll let you know where it's going to be, but it's just a discussion on the good, the bad, and the ugly of the rental inspection ordinance, and they're looking for specific instances of what's happened. They've also asked the staff to produce a document that shows all of the inspections that have happened, and basically, what's the common thread? Is it broken windows? Is it smoke detectors? Is it non-functioning heaters, illegal conversions? What's the main thread to a lot of the inspections that have happened? And they'll take those into consideration. And I think it'll be a very fruitful meeting and a good discussion. And that's my report, and I'll stick with it. Thank you.